Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today we're going to try and power through a very quick look because I'm running late. So we're going to make this really easy. First of all, ignore whatever this is. I don't know what's going on here, but I did change skincare, and yeah, your girl's looking a little bit wild. All right, so we're going to first bust out this Milani Gilded Eyeshadow Stick in number 10 Canyon. I'm going to put this all over the lid, like so. Just going to make ourselves a little shape there. Same with this side. Pull that down. I really like these Milani eyeshadow sticks. I cannot remember which one of you suggested it, but I really appreciate you suggesting it because these are the business. They're so easy to use and they're creamy. Plus, I have to say that they do perform comparably to the Laura Mercier shadow sticks that I'm so in love with. So if you're looking for a more reasonable price point, I would suggest looking for these Milani Gilded Eyeshadow Sticks. They are amazing. We're just blending in the edge and we're just pulling it right out to the tail of our brow. That's going to be our stopping point. And then we're going to throw something right on top of it. I told you guys this is about to be like a real simple look. So I have this ColourPop Plume. It's a Super Shock shadow. I used to buy these all the time, but I got rid of all of them, if not most of them, because I just wasn't reaching for them. However, I missed them, so here we are. So this is what this one looks like. You can see it's like this really beautiful iridescent sort of pink. You are supposed to put these on with your fingers, but I don't know, you guys. Ugh, I hate using my fingers for stuff. I don't know why. I just don't like sticking my fingers in my products. I know. It's my stuff, but you know what I mean? Like that kind of... My hands are clean, obviously, but I just don't want it to like deposit any kind of yucky stuff into my product. Maybe I'm just being ridiculous, I don't know. But these nails. Nails are fun, but man, when they're long, kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, there we go. We'll fix that in a second. And then I just need something to deepen up this outer corner and we'll be done. And then I can just slap on the rest of my face. When I told you guys that this needs to be a quick look, I really meant it. I'm super duper late. Well, not that late, but late enough. Late enough that it's not comfortable for me. That kind of late. Let's clean this up a little bit. I do love these Super Shock shadows though. Like I said, I just wasn't reaching for them anymore. That's why I got rid of the ones I had. But I miss the formula. They're so easy to use. They're really pretty. What can I deepen my outer corner with? I just need something over here. Let's see. Yep, this will work. I'm gonna grab this. We're just gonna take a little open up. There we go. Such a child. Same brush. We're gonna dip it right here into this little brown one right there. Let's deepen up this corner a little bit. Just like that. This is not gonna be like the prettiest look in terms of how clean and uniform it could be, but it'll be okay. It'll be sufficient. I do have a new product in front of me. Aside from that Milani shadow stick, I didn't really call it new, but I just opened that for the first time. But I used a couple other ones and I love them, so I knew I would like this one too. Bringing that up into the crease a little tiny bit. This product that I'm going to try for complexion is not actually new, but it is new to me. And I've had it in my collection for a hot minute. I hauled it a while ago. So I figured I would open it up today because it was in my Shop My Stash video. If you guys are wondering, I do have Shop My Stash videos now. Yay. Thank you again to the subscriber that suggested that as well. You guys have the best suggestions. I really appreciate it. So if you have other ideas for my channel that you think I should be trying out, just let me know because I'm glad to do it. Okay, so let's just clean up the sides a little bit and then we're going to get into the rest of the face. That and that. A little higher. Ooh, look at that. And a little higher there. So all we're doing is following the eyebrows. That's it. The eyebrows of the god. Okay, so I have a primer in front of me. It's in my eye. This is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. We're going to pop this on real quick. This stuff is awesome. It's a fantastic alternative to the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It does the same thing. It really does. They're comparable, you guys. It has a slightly different feel, but not enough to change how the product works. And that's really the point, right? We're going for making the product do what we need it to do. And I believe this is like a third of the price. So there you have it. Save yourself some money if you were looking for a dupe. Grab this one. All right, now we are going in. We're going to try this. Actually, let's color correct real quick. We're going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect number 4 Nectar. And we're going to do a little bit of color correcting with the darkness under my eyes and the melasma. Okay, we're going to grab our little sponge here and just press this out. Okay, now we're going in with the NYX Bear With Me Blurring Tint Foundation. This is in number 15 Warm Honey. I don't actually think this is my shade. We're gonna find out. And I'm not really clear on what the controversy was with this product. I do know that there was something. I just don't know what it was. So I squeezed out a little bit and we're gonna see what this looks like. Wow, this is very orange. It's very peachy on my skin. I knew it wasn't going to be a very good match, but I really couldn't find a better match. So this was kind of the lesser of the evils, so to speak. I don't know how I feel about this. It's very dry. I think that's a good way to describe it. It's dry and it's orange. What a day to experiment with a foundation. Well, that's okay. We're just going to have to push through. I don't know if I'm giving Oompa Loompa or if I'm giving Homer Simpson at this point. But I know I'm giving something. And I'm not sure this is going to blend well with another foundation for me to like finesse it. So, I don't know. You guys, help me out here. What are we doing? What are we doing? It looks okay on camera, but in person, it's got kind of a peach tint to it, or like an orangey tint. Well, that's okay. I don't think it's going to be enough for anyone to notice, but I notice. I have my Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Concealer here. This is in the shade M21. And I just started using this product, and I have to say it is incredibly pigmented. So if you haven't used this before, just know, like, a little bit goes a very long ways. A very long ways. I did not know that. So I think the first time, here's that Morphe brush I was telling you about, the concealer brush, the M173. I think the first time that I used this, I was just like, holy moly, I used way too much product. It was like super duper pigmented. Now I know just to grab a little bit and put it on. What I'm doing right now is I'm just taking this brush, and it's relatively compact, and I'm just making circles to blend it into the skin, and then I'll go back in with that sponge to flatten out any spaces that I left behind. And I would need a brush that's a little more dense than this, but this technique I learned from Wayne Goss, and it basically is to help blend the concealer into the skin and just make it look like a little more blurring, so to speak. Same sponge as before, and I'm just pressing down any spots I may have missed. I would say with the blurring foundation, if you have dry skin, I'm not sure this is going to be for you. I'm not sure that this is going to be your thing. And we need, y'all, if I'm supposed to be in a rush and all that, I don't know why I'm moving so slow. Okay, so let's set the face really quick. Actually, do I need, yeah, I need to, I'm gonna set my face. So I'm setting it with RCMA powder. This, I used that powder, I decanted it into this Ruby Kisses jar, but it is RCMA. We're gonna set this real quick. A little bit of this powder goes a long way. The reason I had to decant it into this container is because it's a professional product and it's really not intended for like personal use. So the way that the container is made, it's intended to be poured out onto something like a palette or a tray so that you can use it on clients. So I can't really use the powder straight from the container. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if I made this better or worse. Yeah. Girl, I'm about to show up to work looking crazy. That's okay. No one's gonna care. I'm using the Milani Peach Make It Last Peach Scented Setting Spray. This is discontinued. But it's a really good setting spray. So if you see it at Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshall, somewhere like that, then you should grab it. Grab everything you see. They make a cherry scented one that I really like a lot too. So while we're letting that dry, let's do a little bit of liner. I have a couple liners in front of me. This one is Love Drug, this one is Woodstock, and they're both from Urban Decay. We're going to use Love Drug along the lash line, the top lash line, and then in the waterline because these are waterproof. And then we're going to use Woodstock along the lower lash line. And I don't always line my lower lash line because it closes my eyes off, but if I use a brighter color, it's fine. Okay, there we go. Getting there. It's all coming together, guys. And then this is Woodstock right here on the bottom. Also, when I'm lining my eyes, I try not to do that thing where I hold my eye still. I just try to use the liner and just run it along the line. Because I feel like if I have to hold my eyes still, you know, like to hold it here, then the liner is probably not smooth enough for me. I don't want something that's tugging at my eyes, you know? And then a little bit more of the Love Drug right here, just below. Okay, let's slap on some blush. I have this one from Morphe. It's the Mighty Mauve. It's one of their Sof-Focus blush balms. This is so pretty, you guys. I'm really glad that I bought this. I was a little bit hesitant at first because I just wasn't sure of what I was getting into. But you know what? This has quickly become one of my favorite blushes. It's just pretty. Can you see that kind of peachy sort of look that it leaves? Oh, I hope it's picking up on camera. It probably isn't. Girl, these ring lights be washing me out. I really need to rethink my lighting plan here, especially if we're going to keep hanging out together, right? You want to be able to see what it is I'm doing. Okay, so there we go. A little bit more, because you know how much I love blush. We're pulling this right up to the temple because we are out here trying to look like a fairy tale. Look like a little fairy tale princess out in the woods somewhere, like a wood nymph or something. Some kind of ethereal type vision is what I'm going for. Is it a lot of blush? Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Sure is. Lastly, we have a couple more products here. So we're going to tidy up our brows a little bit using this MAC pencil. This is called Spiked. My brows are tattooed, so I don't fill them in very often, but I do like to brush them out sometimes so they at least look tidy. And then we're going to go in with this Fenty Hella Thick mascara, which I'm loving so much. I bought 2 more backups. This mascara is the business. If you have not tried it yet and you're looking for like a higher end mascara, go ahead and get you this. It's thick. Just like the name describes, it's like putting a thick conditioner on your lashes. So pretty. Love this stuff. It's the mascara I didn't know I needed. And I only bought it because I was influenced. I was watching Platinum D and she went to Ulta and grabbed it and she put it on and I was like, if it's good enough for her, it's probably good enough for me. And do I put a lot of it on? Yes. And do. And let's get the bottom. I have no idea what I'm going to do for my lip, you guys, but it's probably going to end up being a neutral because I don't need anything more competing on my face. I do have to go to work, so I'm not trying to look garish. But it's Friday, and I didn't necessarily want to look toned down either. You know? Fridays? You want to zhuzh it up a bit. You want to come in the office like, yeah, that's right. It's Friday. I don't know when you guys are going to see this video. It's probably going to be like a Tuesday or Wednesday. All right, so I've really been loving on my Revlon lipsticks, so let's just stick with that theme. I have Raisin Rage here, number 630. Just like this. Nice. All right. Yeah, that does match nicely, doesn't it? Make sure we don't get it on our teeth. That's it, you guys. What do you think? I hope that you like the look. I will let you know what I think of this foundation tint. We'll see. It feels weird on my face right now, but this is what we're going to go with. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.